If you're a Nigerian student applying for a Malta student visa for the 2026 intake, one of the most important parts of your application is proof of funds. The Maltese embassy requires every student to show they have enough money to pay tuition fees and cover their living expenses while studying in Malta. Let's go through exactly what's required, how much you need to show, what documents are accepted, and what to do if your money is spread across more than one bank account. To qualify for a Malta student visa, you must prove you have sufficient and verifiable financial means to support yourself throughout your stay. This includes both your tuition fees and your living expenses. The funds must be genuine, accessible, and traceable to you or your sponsor. As of now, the minimum required amount for living costs is €7,600 per year, or about €213.54 per week. This amount is separate from your tuition fees. Always check the official website for latest information. So, you must show a total that covers both your living expenses and your tuition for the first academic year. Bank statements. The most common form of financial evidence is a bank statement. You must provide statements from your account or your sponsor's account, covering at least the last 3 months, though in some cases, the embassy may request up to 6 months. Each statement must be printed on official bank letterhead, include the account holder's name, account number, and transaction history, show consistent balances, and avoid large unexplained deposits. If you have funds in 2 different bank accounts, that is acceptable, as long as you declare both accounts clearly and provide statements for each. Make sure the combined balance from both accounts meets or exceeds the total amount required. It's best to include a short explanation letter summarizing the 2 accounts, their ownership, and how the funds will be used to pay your tuition and living expenses. This helps the visa officer understand the source of funds and prevents confusion. Sponsorship letter. If a sponsor, such as a parent or relative, is funding your studies, you must include a notarized sponsorship letter. This letter should confirm that the sponsor accepts full financial responsibility for your education and living expenses in Malta. Along with the letter, the sponsor must include bank statements for the past 3 to 6 months, proof of income, such as employment letters or payslips, business registration documents if self-employed, and proof of relationship, such as a birth certificate or affidavit. Sponsors must show they have consistent financial capacity and stable income that can support your studies abroad. Proof of tuition payment. If your tuition fees total more than €2,500, you must show evidence that you've already paid part or all of it. Attach your payment receipt or a confirmation letter from your school. If you plan to pay in installments, provide a payment plan or fee schedule issued by the institution. Visa officers need to see that you're financially committed to your education and that funds are already in use for your studies. Education loan. You can also present an education loan sanction letter from a recognized bank. The letter must confirm the loan amount, state that funds are approved and available, and show that there are no conditions on when the money can be accessed. Loans can be used for tuition and living expenses, but all loan documents must be official and verifiable. Minimum financial threshold. To calculate your total required proof of funds, add your first-year tuition fees to €7,600 for living costs. For example, if your tuition is €4,000, you'll need to show at least €11,600 in total funds. If your course lasts longer than a year, you must also show that you or your sponsor will have access to another €7,600 per year for each additional year. If you're using multiple bank accounts, include a clear breakdown in your explanation letter showing how each account contributes to the total amount. For instance, if one account holds €5,000 and another holds €6,600, your letter should state that both accounts together total €11,600 and will be used for your studies and living expenses. Unacceptable financial evidence. Certain assets and documents will not be accepted as proof of funds, such as property or land ownership documents, jewelry or gold ornaments, investment certificates that can't be easily liquidated, and any unverifiable or third-party funds without documentation. Only cash, verified bank funds, or approved loans are accepted. Submitting your application. All Malta student visa applications from Nigeria are processed through VFS Global. After completing your online visa form, print the summary sheet and attach your proof of funds along with bank statements, sponsorship letter, tuition payment receipts, and education loan or financial explanation letter. Bring these to the VFS Global office when you submit your application and provide your biometrics. Processing can take up to 8 weeks, so apply early. Your proof of funds tells the Maltese embassy that you are financially ready to study abroad. Make sure your documents are consistent, well organized, and clearly explained, especially if you're using more than one bank account or sponsor. Include a short financial summary letter with your application showing your total funds, their sources, and how you plan to use them. Transparency builds trust and helps avoid unnecessary delays. If you need help reviewing your financial evidence or preparing your Malta visa documents, Law and Visas can guide you through each stage of the process. Follow Law and Visas for more expert visa advice and updates for Nigerian students studying in Malta, Ireland, and other European countries.